Well, good morning, YouTube. Mark here. Heading up to Oconomowoc today to meet up with friend and fellow chapter member John. We are heading up to the UP of Michigan, and we're going to spend a few days riding around together. And yeah, I think we ought to have a lot of fun. As you can see, I got my GoPro now mounted on my handlebar. So now you can see my pretty face. But I just had breakfast, a little fast food, and I'm going to jump on the interstate. It'll take me about an hour or so to get up to John's place. And yeah, let's get going. Okay, YouTube, here's a question for you. I have been considering changing the name of my channel. Taking off my personal name and making it something more, I don't know, more centered and geared towards what I'm doing as far as, you know, the footage that I put up. This is my thought on a new name. I am a classically trained chef. I actually have an associate degree in culinary arts. I go to a lot of biker rallies and do a lot of rides. I travel on my motorcycle. I also get out into the wilderness and I go for hikes in the woods. I like to camp, you know, just all that stuff. So what I'm thinking, I might want to change the name to Chef Biker Hiker. What do you guys think of that idea? Comment down below. Should I change my channel name to Chef Biker Hiker? Alright, so I've been riding Angel now for what, like 12 years. And I found a few things that maybe newcomers to the 1600 Vulcan Classic don't know about. And one of those things is that your speedometer is most likely going to be off. That's the speed limit, 55. I'm currently doing 46. I just went through a small little town. And I'll get it up to 55 miles an hour. Alright, so I'm doing 55 miles an hour, 56. But here's my gauge. It's around 60. So yeah, my speedometer gauge is 5 miles an hour off. I mean, that's not a whole lot, but it's just one of those things. And as you notice too, I don't have my key in my ignition. With this 1600 Vulcan Classic, you put your key in, you turn the knob, you can pull the key out, and then start your bike. I kind of like that, because that way I don't have a key in here with maybe a couple other keys attached to it or a key ring, and it's not flopping around scratching up my chromed area right here. So yeah, I think that's kind of interesting that I don't have to keep my key in the ignition. Alright, so I met up with John. He's just getting himself finalized there, and we're going to take off. And our first stop would be for gas. I mean, I got plenty. I can go probably another 50 miles or so. But might as well stop off now, right? He's got those damn shotgun pipes, and I'm gonna be hearing him for the next few hours. Yeah, you're going to see debris piles all over the city. Yeah, it hit with a really strong windstorm. I mean, it was more than just wind. It was a huge thunderstorm that came through. I don't wish we had helmet comms so we could talk to each other. Oh well. Wow, check out that house. Holy shit. Look at this big thing. Alive. Some of these houses are just ridiculous. Another downed tree. Wow, that sky looks pretty dark ahead of us. The good thing though is I don't think it's raining. I think it's just dark clouds. I know that down in the southern part of Wisconsin here, they are calling for a pretty severe thunderstorm again tonight. And I tell you guys, we have had so much rain. I know I said that in my last hiking video. Actually, I probably said it in my last couple of hiking videos. But I looked at the rain charts for our average is about anywhere between 34 and 36 inches of rain every year. Alright, we're only about halfway through the year and we've already hit the 34 to 36 area. Just last week alone, we had 4 major thunderstorms come through. So yeah, it's just ridiculous. We're averaging like 2 thunderstorms a week. And I'm not talking little rain showers. I'm talking thunderstorms. So yeah, I'm not joking when I say that we've been getting a lot of rain. I mean, usually this time of year, the grass is usually brown and dyed or dying. And the heat is usually really high. Now we have been getting finally some spells of good heat. We're getting 90 something degree days. In fact, I think it was 2 days ago, I think we actually hit 100. So yeah, it's starting to get hot. It is muggy. This morning I was looking at the weather and it was at 98% humidity. So for those southerners that think that Wisconsin is just always cold, you get 100 degree days in the summer, 98% humidity. You just stick to everything. Even my hands on my handle grips, even with the wind blowing, there's so much humidity that my hands feel sticky on the handle grip. Now, when John first asked me if I'd be interested in doing a trip, it all originally started about doing an iron butt ride. I was like, yeah, we can do an iron butt ride. You know, here's a couple of ways we can do it. And He's like, well, because I can't spend all that much money on it. It's like, well, you know, you need to spend money on your food and then your gas. And then depending on how you do it, you might end up having to get a hotel room. And he wasn't sure about that, you know. So, you know, we just kept on going back and forth, and all of a sudden he's like, well, you know, my in-laws have a cabin up in the UP of Michigan. Because I could ask them if we could use it. It's like, all right, that sounds fun. I don't spend too much time up there. I've driven through it a couple of times, but never really stopped for any length of time. So he went and called his in-laws, and they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And he called me back, and all right, let's go. We can do it on this day. You know, we'll have a couple of days. We'll have a day to get up there. We'll ride around up there for another day, and then we'll come back home on the third day. So yeah, that sounds like a great plan. So that's what we're doing. But I told him, I go, now you know where you're going, and you know the area up there. I go, so why don't you go ahead and plan out everything? I'll just basically tag along. So when he said that he was gonna keep us off the interstate, so yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. We're just going through farmland. Oh man, oh, I can smell all the silage and the corn and stuff in the air right here. I can also smell a dairy farm. Probably that one way over there. I can actually smell the cow manure. I'm weird. I actually like the smell of cow manure. You know, if you got good healthy cows, their manure actually smells pretty decent. I know, I'm weird. I'm just an insane country boy. Just like I like the smell of freshly tilled dirt. You know, when the farmers start tilling the ground to put in their fields, I love being out and riding around and smelling that freshly tilled dirt. Now later in the summer, when the corn gets taller, you'll be able to smell the sweet corn in the air. And again, that's just another smell. I just love it. Down the road a ways, we went through a small little town. We exited it, coming up on a four-way stop out in the country. But as we were leaving the little town, I think it was a county sheriff, was driving towards us on the other side of the road. And just as we were coming up to him, all of a sudden he just pulls over to the side of the road. And it's like, what the hell's going on? You know, usually I see that. It's like, man, he's going to do a U-turn and he's going to come and get us. And I was half right. The cop turned around, but he wasn't coming after us. We got down to that four-way stop, and we turned right and he turned left. So actually, no, he turned left, we turned right. No. I just said the same thing, differently. We turned left, he turned right. That's what I meant to say. I love going through these small towns too. Keeps on making me want to approach the Food Network with my new show idea. Now, I would say what it is, but I don't want you guys stealing my idea. We're sitting there driving along, and all of a sudden realize that just inside these trees, there's a walking path. Like a hiking trail of some sort. Well, it looks like an old railroad line that's been converted into a walking trail. But I don't know if it's part of the Ice Age trail or just something else. Because yeah, it's right on the other side of that fence over there. It's on the other side of these buildings. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll let you guys know what I find out. Hey, look at that. Minnesota. Holy crap, we went a long way. And we're supposed to be on the other side of the state. Minnesota Junction. Maple Shade Hotel. Oh, looks like we got some Wisconsin State traffic jam here. Look at that. That's cool. I like old barns. I like a lot of things. You guys notice that? I like old barns. I like architecture. I like the smell of cow manure. I like the smell of sweet corn and tilled dirt. I like riding motorcycles. I like hiking. I like camping. I like traveling. I like cooking and food. Oh, jeez. That was a bump. Well, we're getting up on a 4-lane divided highway here, but it's not like an interstate. It's Highway 151. Now this is actually quite nice. Got a high school over here, it looks like. I don't even know what town this is. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't know. Houghton, alright. Yeah, I've actually made a stop on this exit before. That's why it looks so familiar. I stopped off at the subway right over here. Grabbed myself a little bit of lunch. Hey, look, it's me. I'm in the reflection. We just stopped for gas down the road a bit, and John was digging around for something in his saddlebags, and we got on our bikes and we took off and everything, and he forgot to close his saddlebag. So I'm just kind of sitting there, I'm kind of in my own thoughts, and all of a sudden I see something kind of flip up. And he's wearing a leather vest today, so I thought it was just you know, like a little bit of the leather vest just kind of flipping up. But now, you know, it was actually one of the saddlebags. So I finally got his attention, honking my horn at him, waving at him and stuff like that, and he finally pulled over. John says that once we get up into Appleton, we'll probably jump on the interstate just to get around Appleton. He was also saying that it looked like we were going to be there around 4 o'clock. I mean, it's only 9:30 now. So I don't know if that 4 o'clock is right. I know he doesn't ride as hard as I do. You know, he'll ride for like an hour and then he's got to stop. I tell you, I haven't ridden long distances in so long that in the last hour, even my ass was starting to hurt. Okay, so we're outside of Oshkosh, and we're getting on to 41. Gee, I hope that was the truck. Good thing the air show's not going on this week. I've been up here when the air show kicks in, and this interstate is just jam-packed with cars. Come out here to the museum. There's a couple of military jets posted up right there. There's another one. Yeah, big, huge aviation area right here. There's a big bomber sitting over there too, behind those trees. I had to move over a little bit for that extra wide. Oh crap. I caught him in my rear view mirror just as he was coming up on me. So we're narrowly missing a couple of little rain showers here and there. There's another one way over there. But it wouldn't be the first time I've gotten caught in rain. I get caught every year. A couple of weeks ago, I was waiting for my friend Robert to show up on a Saturday. And it was getting later and later, and I tried texting him, and he wasn't responding. It's like, what the hell? Alright, so I asked my daughter Victoria if she'd want to go for a motorcycle ride up to Janesville and kind of do the shopping that Berto and I would normally do on our Saturdays. Oh, sure, why not? She loves riding, so. Anyway, we're getting ready to leave. I'm pulling out of the driveway. Lo and behold, here comes Berto walking down. And it's like, well, I'm already on the bike. I already got it started. Vic wants to ride. So, you know, we'll just, you take your truck, I'll take my bike. Now we'll just meet up in different spots. And that's what we did. We went up to Janesville, we went to one spot, went to another spot. And finally, we're like, well, you know, the Shopko's closing. Let's go there and take a look around. You know, maybe we can find a good deal on something. We get to the Shopko, we're looking around, and And all of a sudden realized we're hearing rain on the roof of the shop floor. Alright, let's figure out what's going on. We check out, we're out by the doors, and yeah, it's coming down pretty good. So I looked at Vic, I go, why don't you ride with Robert? And I'll just take the bike home. You know, it's raining pretty decent. So I don't think I'm going to take the interstate home. I'll take the back roads home. I don't even think I cleared maybe like 2 miles. And the rain was so hard and so heavy that I could not see the houses on the side of the road going through the city of Janesville. That's how heavy the rain was. So I got, like I said, maybe 2 miles and got to a gas station with a overhang over the pumps and stuff. I pulled in there, and I mean, I am just soaking wet. I mean, just drenched. And I just sit there and wait and wait and wait. I couldn't even use my phone because my fingers were wet, and it would not let me touch the screen or anything like that. So anyway, I'm sitting in the gas station, and I tell the lady, I go, well, I'll just stand here by the door. I don't want, I mean, I was dripping wet. My pants were soaked, my shirts were soaked, everything. And so I was just standing by the door, and eventually I had to use the bathroom, you know. And after a little while, the rain started letting up and clearing up and everything like that. I mean, it was a very intense yet very quick rainstorm. And finally I was about ready to go. You know, the skies had started clearing up. I mean, it only took maybe half an hour for the sky to clear up after I got on the road. So I was finally able to use my phone by that time. And texted Berto to let him know that I had to stop. But yeah, so riding in the rain to me, it happens every year. But that one was probably the worst storm I'd been in, just because of the lack of visibility. I mean, I could see nothing short of maybe 20, 30 feet away. You know, I couldn't see car lights or anything like that. I mean, it was coming down hard. Oh, there's the Menominee Casino. Well, this has actually been a really nice trip. It's coming up on 11:30. I think we're going to be doing a gas stop here pretty soon. Don't know exactly where, but the weather's been good. Come close to a few rain showers, but nothing's hit us yet. Oh, cool. A tank. Getting a really good pine smell going through the air up here. You just, yeah, I like that smell too. War Bonnet Bar and Grill and native gifts. Yeah, giant arrows sticking in the ground. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so we made it up to the cabin here. It is right on the water, as you can see back there. Nice spot, nice place. Got my own room. They got several rooms in here. And we did hit rain on the way up. But yeah, it was a good ride up here. But after, well, it's been 6 hours to get up here, 8 hours to get up here. Does that sound right? 8 hours?
7, yeah. We left at 8:30, got here at 4.
So yeah, we're pretty much spent on driving, on riding. So we'll get settled in. We got some groceries to cook up for dinner. And yeah, we'll just have a relaxing night. So we got up to the cabin just fine. And I don't think I've ever actually been on a cabin on a lake before.
No, yeah.
No, I have. My Uncle Steve had a log cabin, but it was set off in the woods, and it wasn't just a vacation home. He lived there all the time, and it was down in the Boston area. But yeah, this is nice. Nice place. We got up here about 5 o'clock and got ourselves settled in, and then shortly thereafter we started making dinner, and then we ate dinner, and then we cleaned up after dinner, and now we're gonna sit. That's been it. I wanted to do some recording of us making dinner and just stuff like that, but just didn't have the time. We actually had a pretty good meal. We had country style ribs and Nora's mushroom rice, some canned corn, and some potato salad. So yeah, we were cooking a little bit. But I think we're going to sit on the couch, see if we can find anything on TV, and just relax. And who knows? Don't know what we're going to do. Tell stories, shoot the shit, so you can come up with the biggest lie. Things like that. Alright. Maybe later tonight too, I'll take you and, out on the dock, and we'll get an overview of the lake. That sounds like a good idea. So I'll do that a little bit later, but right now I just want to sit and relax. Okay, so we are in a Jeep. This is a Wrangler, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And we're going to go to the gas station, which is, that's the one that's, what, half an hour down the road?
About 20 minutes, yeah.
And both John and I were thinking, we need ice cream. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some ice cream. Ice cream objective complete. Oh, time to come out to the pier for a little while. Although all the chairs are in the garage. Lots of bugs. So John says that we're going to get a good sunset over here, so yeah, I think so too. And this is supposed to be the largest lake in the UP. Gogebic or something like that. Can't stay out here too long because, you know, the state bird is coming in, meaning mosquitoes. I have no idea what the plan for tomorrow is. I mean, I kind of do. And it sounds like there's a kind of a peninsula point that kind of sticks out into Lake Superior. And John was saying that he kind of like to drive up to the most outer portion of that that peninsula. Sounds like a good plan to me. I really don't care what we do. So it is like a 2.5 hour drive, I think. And I think that's actually taking the quick way. The way John was talking, it sounds like he wants to go kind of north and hit the southern shore of Lake Superior, and then just kind of follow that shoreline up. So, but we'll see. He's also said that, you know, if it gets too late and we want to turn around and go back, then we just stop and turn around and go back. Still in that sleepy fog. Yeah. Good morning, YouTube. Trying to wake up. John's working on trying to find us a route to Copper Harbor. Something that can give us gas stations along the way. It's coming up on no, it's coming up on 6 o'clock. So we'll just sit here for a little bit, try to keep figuring out what we're going to do, exactly what we're going to see. And we should have a really good day today. Wisconsin's getting dumped on in rain, but that's all south of us. I don't think we're going to get anything up here. Oh, well, we're going to keep on working on our map and try to figure out exactly where we're going.
I got it. 150 miles to Copper Harbor, 3 hours and 18 minutes.
Sounds good to me. All right, see you on the road once we wake up and get going. Oh, okay, so we got ourselves moving this morning. It's coming up on close to 6:30. I think it's like 6:20. John's putting his bike together over there, and you know, getting cell phones and cameras and stuff in place. I want to take a moment and I'll show you my GoPro mount that I got while John finishes up in there. So this is the GoPro mount. It's a clip-on style, so I just flip this up and it releases tension, and then I can unscrew it and actually pull it off of the bar. This whole unit, I can pick it up and I can actually turn that like that. So I got that angle. This screw here, this little knob, I can turn that, loosen it up, and it will pivot up and down like that. This is my tightening screw for this base, so I can loosen that up and I can pivot just the camera, and then of course I've got another pivot point here. So yeah, it works pretty good. I'm liking it. The only thing I don't like is because of this spot here, it does wiggle. So I haven't looked at the footage, but that might end up being a vibration issue. If so, I'll just set it up, get the best angle I can, and then just glue that down so it doesn't move. Alright, looks like John's about ready to go. So how was your pancakes, John?
Dessert was good, man. Oh, big. I got 1 out of 3 down.
Those pancakes were bigger than your head.
Yeah,
But you ate the bacon.
I did.
You ate the important stuff.
I did. Bacon was really good. Cooked perfectly.
Yeah, this is our restaurant. What's the name of this restaurant?
Antonio.
Antonio's. Oh my God, portions here were so huge. I mean, I had the biscuits and gravy, and the biscuits, no kidding, were the size of my hand. One biscuit. And then it's like that thick, so they half of the biscuit, and then they pour the gravy over it. Oh. So basically their one biscuit portion is like a double anywhere else.
Served on a big platter.
Yeah, it's served on basically it's a platter about half the size of my gas tank. Alright, we're just going to go across the street, get gas, and we got to clean our helmets off because we got water spots from that rain yesterday. So I want to clean my helmet. Alright, let's get going. Okay, so we just stopped here for a gas stop in, is this Hanson or something? Yep, time to get going. Hanson, Hanover, something. Starts with an H. Alright, we're going to follow 203 up around Lake Superior. Alright, John and I are here at Lake Superior, and you know, that's not it right there. It's over here, but it's so foggy. Oh, this is Eagle River?
Town or Eagle River.
Okay, I thought this was Lake Superior.
Lake Superior.
The town's is Eagle River, but yeah, this is Lake Superior. But you can't really see anything. Yeah, just a lot of fog. Man, it was weird when we were riding because I was sitting there wondering how close we are to the water, and all of a sudden it dropped like 10 degrees. It was like, oh, that's how close we are. is going to be interesting because I don't know if my camera has actually been recording anything. Because when I went to go check my battery life, it said that it was on a photo mode. Don't know when or how that got switched. The fog gets thick up here. But anyway, I don't know how or when that would have gotten switched. I mean, it should have been in video mode the whole time. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. When I put it into video mode, it said 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't know if that's how much recording space is left on the card or on the battery, or if that's how much I've actually recorded. I don't know. Okay, we are in Eagle Harbor, and you got this nice, beautiful bay here. But look at this, it is so clear, and you can see the fog right there. It is so odd that this one little cove, there's no fog here. I think that's so weird. Alright, so we made it to Copper Falls. We already had lunch. We had lunch. There's a building right behind that RV. Good restaurant, good food. We just came down to this little shop down here. And John's picking up a couple of souvenirs. Got a sticker for his trailer. some other things, and they also sell fudge, so, well, we bought some fudge. But, yeah, Xperia is right down at the end of the road down there. Can't see it, but it's there. Alright, I gotta get going. Okay, so we stopped here at this little gas station store here. I was hoping to find a shot glass. They had some at that other store, and I just didn't care for the ones that they had. I actually want one for the UP, not for the whole state of Michigan. And the one shot glass that they had down there at that other gift shop where I got the fudge, they had one, I just didn't care for it. So there's a couple of other stores here in town, and we're just gonna go check them out. One is the, what is it, Minnetonka gift shop, and then the Laughing Loon, which is on the other side of town. So we'll drive around and see if I can find one. Okay, so we are pretty much done here in Copper Harbor. I almost said Copper Falls. That Tamarack Inn. That's where we had lunch. Did a little shopping down there. Went down to a gas station down that way a little bit, and we just did some shopping at this shop here. And now I think we're going to start making our way back. I was able to find some shot glasses here at this gift shop. So yeah, time to start heading home. And the fog did lift for a little while. It's actually been looking pretty decent. However, I'm looking over at that red building down the road. And the fog's moving right back here.
What's it say? No trespassing?
Basically, it's saying that this is private property, so we probably shouldn't be walking in there. Oh, that would hurt. No. I can see how much traffic goes around here. What we gotta do? It's on there. Everyone, chance. Come around. So we hard, right? Hard, come on, go. Go. Let's go now. Let's go. Okay, so we pulled into this park. We got this big, huge rock formation right here, and Lake Michigan is right out there. There was a set of stairs, yep, right over here. So you can actually climb and walk on the top of that rock structure. And yes, we're going to do that. But let's see what the view is from the water. Okay, so let's walk up the steps. Let's see, it says 1983 there. 1983. So that's when, I guess, the little roadside park was established, or the steps were created, or something. Well, that'll fog out there. Not horrible. I mean, I can at least see the water from standing up here. I'd like to be able to see like a big fish go swimming by the water right there. That'd be kind of cool. What?
Light turned on.
Uh-oh.
Great pictures out
there. Oh, they got a little structure over here. Huh. Woodpecker holes all the way up that tree. You can see how the bugs move throughout the tree. Bugs and worms. And that's why the woodpeckers come. Alright, ooh. A few little rocky outcroppings sticking up out of the water over here. So let's take a gander, shall we? Alright, let's come down here to the little shelter here.
the railings.
Cobwebs, things written on the walls, inscribed. People have to mark their territory. Nice little area. The railings are maybe a little flimsy. But decent view. Okay, so John said that there was a plaque down the lower section, so we are going to walk down there and see the plaque. He says there's basically this little roadside park was built in memory of somebody. Some of those stairs got a little cattywampus. But they brought us right down onto the water. Nice view, huh? Yeah, because before that tree line was all covered with fog. So yeah, the fog is definitely lifted considerably. Yeah, over here, you can see kind of a lot of stuff thick. I'm not so far, I can really see what's up there. That's what we right up. Oh, nice, nice, nice. There you go. Sorry, had to stop. Good. Recorded on this camera this time because my GoPro is out of battery. But back down the road, John and I just passed a brand new accident. I mean, we were maybe less than half a mile from it when it happened. About a truck. Actually, it looked like it was going our lane, somehow crossed over, completely flipped over the truck. It was an SUV. So yeah, that was pretty intense. The car is up on its hood, and on the top there are people there, and the authorities, the rescue, and emergency people have not showed up yet. Hopefully they get there soon. Someone's going to need help. So a squad car with its lights on just went flying by us going towards that accident. I hope they're okay. That's just insane. That was ridiculous how it just happened like that. Unbelievable.
So the reason we're stopping here is Lori loves whitefish from here, so I'm gonna get some whitefish. Hopefully they can package it where it can stay.
Okay, this is the city of Hancock. I kept on wanting to call it Hanover. Now, when we first came through here this morning, we stopped here at this little gas station, this Christ gas station, and that's where we met up with those two Harley riders, and they stuck around with us for about half an hour or so, and then they went on their own way. But I'm hoping I got enough memory left on the camera yet, because the downtown area is pretty cool, and we crossed a nice big bridge, and I don't think I got a video of that when we went over it the first time. So I'm hoping I got enough memory on my camera to get it this time. And then on the other side of the river, I know that's the city of Houghton. I remember that one. That's the big bridge that we're going to go over. It is a drawbridge, and it does have metal grating on the bottom of it. Of course, metal grating on a motorcycle sucks. Of course, my back tire handles it really well. It's my front tire that goes up and over one of those little ribs, and all of a sudden changes my direction slightly. But that downtown over here is really cool. Wish we could have went down there though. Oh well. Apparently we're gonna pull over into this little parking area. Maybe he's going to let me get some pictures of the bridge. Sure. So we just stopped for a gas stop, backed out the road a little bit. We decided that we're going to go to Berglund and we're going to get some barbecue for dinner. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're on the home stretch. We're almost to the cabin. Now this is the road where we saw a lot of deer last night when we went for our ice cream run. So I'm going to keep this camera on and see if we can spot a couple of them. Okay, so we made it back on a long day of riding. And big dinner too. We stopped for barbecue. Holy cow.
Oh, good stuff.
Good stuff though. Their barbecue place that's actually doing it right. It was that JW's.
JW's.
I wanted to though update on that car accident that we had seen. You had seen something on there that I had missed, and those were skid marks. And my original assessment of it was that the car was traveling, the same direction as us, just missed that soft little curve and drove off somehow, but somehow ended up upside down and going over rocks. But you said you saw skid marks.
It was coming northbound against the opposite direction we were going. I saw skid marks. It looked like it ran off the side of the road, corrected itself down the road, overcorrected, and then flipped the car and turned it into the ditch upside down. So
yeah, like I said, that was a pretty fresh accident too. I mean, that happened just moments before we got there. But yeah, hopefully everybody's okay. As we were driving, squad cars and stuff were going by us, so it was a very fresh accident. And we've been trying to plan out what we're going to do for our trip home. I think we're still trying to hash some of the stuff out. I was thinking about going over to 51, and I could just take 51 all the way home, basically. John said he'd do that for a little while, and then right around Rhinelander, you'd turn off somewhere. And I'm trying to decide if I want to just keep following him and get on to 45, because that was a nice road. But at the same time, that kind of jaunts me off and then back again. So I might just stay on 51 myself, but don't know yet. Well, yeah, we had a pretty good day, saw a lot of neat stuff, and now we're just charging everything and uploading all the videos and stuff. I don't know what happened to my Sony helmet cam. I couldn't get any videos to go this morning. Found out it was like on a picture setting instead of a video setting. So I know I talked about stuff early in the morning, but for the life of me I can't remember what I was talking about. So a little screwed up morning, but the rest of the day should be good. Alright, see you guys later, more than likely in the morning. Bye. Oh, what a day. It's only early morning too. Got mosquitoes everywhere out here this morning. Yesterday, we barely saw them. Sorry about that. John's just finishing up, locking up everything. We're getting on the road. Probably about a half hour ahead of schedule. Now we just hope that the restaurant's going to be open when we get there. Yeah, we had a good couple of days of riding up here. But now it's time to head home. Back to reality. Okay, we're finally off. It's about 20 minutes to 7. And we'll be at breakfast in 25 minutes. yeah, my plan today, John and I will ride down 51 down into the Rhinelander area, and then he's going to split off and head over to 45, and that will pretty much take him down into Oconomowoc. I'm going to stay on 51. I'm going to go through Janesville, down through the outskirts of Madison. I am kind of curious on what my footage is going to be about yesterday, because I could not get this camera to function properly, and I'm kind of upset about that. As far as weather goes up here, it's fine. We're right around 60 degrees. It's decently sunny, a few clouds in the sky, but not bad. My major concern is when I'm getting home, because the weather forecast says that it's supposed to be getting into the higher 40, 50, 60% range for thunderstorms at around noon. I'm a little concerned about that, percentage chance of rain. All right, I'm going to shut up and ride on. Oh, we should be getting close to our restaurant for breakfast. We just went through a small little town. I should have had my helmet camera going. There was a nice cool bridge there. There was an old tractor out on someone's lawn. A couple other little cool things. The town central park had a big industrial wheel. I don't know if it was for milling, wood milling, not grain milling. But yeah, I kind of wish I'd gotten pictures of that, at least video of it as we went by. We did have to stop probably in the first 5-10 miles again, because John forgot to buckle his saddlebags again. What is that now, number 4 or 5? I don't know if he's trying to rush, because I'm waiting for him to go or something or what, but yeah, he's been forgetting just about every time. He says he does have a couple of friends that he rides with, and they are always kind of, ribbing him a little bit because he takes so long. He's got like 2 cell phones on his handlebars, 2 cameras on his handlebars, and he lets them record as he's riding. And one phone's for his guidance. I don't know if he uses the other phone for music or whatever. Or then if he digs around in his saddlebag to get out the liner up for his jacket or get out a pair of gloves or something, he'll kind of forget as he's setting up everything. He forgets to put that lid back down on that saddlebag. Got a little lake over there. Last Wilderness Cafe. So we got done having our breakfast, and we're heading south on B, and I think we're going to hit up with, what was it, like 65, I think it was. Well, it's been a nice little ride so far. A little loosey gravel area here. Slow down just a little bit. Oh, yeah, that was definitely loose. So John said that there was a gas station about a half-hour drive away. John, we should have brought this road up. This is an awesome road. I'm loving it. Okay, so I was wrong. We didn't turn on to 67. We actually turned on to County M. I tell you, we got on to M, and for some reason the pine smell is just so much stronger right here. I mean, there's pines frickin' everywhere. Now, even when we were on B, there were pines everywhere, but for some reason, the smell of it is really strong here on M. Man alive, this is some downtown. The streets are like really wide. Reminds me of like an old west town or something like that. Alright, turning off of M onto County K. I have no idea what town this is. Boulder Junction, that's it. Okay, so we took M all the way down to 51. So I'm on my road home. This looks like it's the morning rush hour. It's about 8:30 in the morning. That's it. Is it Highway 70 here? What is the gas station on the side? Here, isn't it? I'm sure it's a bit. We're just a couple miles outside of the river. Is that there? Cool. What's that? Oh, here's the gas station here. And we have to take the left. Alright, we just stopped for our gas break here in Roughlin, and he's coming down to 47 here at this stoplight. I left him back at the station. We're just going to continue on 51. I'm trying to get my GPS to give me a route home. I mean, I know my way. I just am more curious on the time. This little downtown area. I like how they're kind of keeping it looking like a western town. You know, some of those facades on the buildings are pretty cool. Finally found me a route. Yeah, it's about 4 hours. I think it was saying 3 hours and 50 minutes. I think I'm just going to leave these cameras run until they run out of battery, and then that's it. That's going to be the end of it. So, if I come up with some decent footage, I'll put it up at the end of this. But if not, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the road.